What's up everyone? Welcome to Trailer Spot, and today we will be talking about the best upcoming movies. Disney is moving forward with Tron 3, starring Jared Leto at long last, with Pirates of the Caribbean 5's director joining the project. Disney relaunched the Tron franchise in 2010 with Tron Legacy, starring Garrett Hedlund, Olivia Wilde, and Jeff Bridges. The movie proved to be a decently sized hit, earning $400 million worldwide. However, the studio has struggled for years to get a sequel off the ground. Original director Joseph Kosinski had plans to make Tron Ascension, but they never transpired. Jared Leto then joined the effort to make Tron 3 in 2017, which was at that point described as a reboot for the franchise, but also stalled through development. Now Disney is finally moving forward with Tron 3 plans, as Deadline reports. Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales director Joachim Ronning is in talks to helm the next installment, which is titled Tron Ares, and has Leto attached as the lead. According to the reports, Tron Ares is considered by Disney to be a sequel to Tron Legacy instead of a franchise reboot. The movie is currently assembling a crew with a plan for production to begin in August 2023, based on a script by Jesse Wigatow. Tron 3 marks the latest collaboration between Disney and Ronning, who also directed Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and has Young Woman and the Sea on deck for the studio. With Deadpool 3 on the way, Hugh Jackman has released an image that teases a comics-accurate look for Wolverine. After the end of the Fox X-Men universe, it looked like Jackman was hanging up his claws with the ending of Logan. Yet, despite having resigned to retirement from the role of Marvel's foremost berserker, Jackman agreed to star in Deadpool 3 alongside Ryan Reynolds. With a beloved Wolverine getting ready to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe alongside Deadpool, the MCU is finally taking on the X-Men as a whole. While excitement mounts for his return, a recent Jackman Instagram story teases a potential comics-accurate look for the MCU Wolverine in Deadpool 3. The costume, which features bright colors, long ears, and a sharp nose, looks almost exactly like the costume that Wolverine typically wears outside live-action productions. While Deadpool and Wolverine will have a difficult dynamic in Deadpool 3, the sight of their costumes side by side is interesting enough, given that the characters haven't had the chance to interact in live action, despite often meeting in the comics. After the first film's rave success, Amber Midthunder has confirmed Prey 2 talks are underway. Midthunder led the cast of the Predator prequel movie as Naru, a fierce female warrior of a Comanche tribe, living in the Great Plains in the early 1700s, eager to prove herself a worthy hunter alongside her brother and fellow tribesmen. When a threat of extraterrestrial proportions begins terrorizing her and her tribe, Naru will rise up and show her worth. Directed by Dan Trachtenberg, on a story he developed with screenwriter Patrick Azin, Prey scored rave reviews from critics and audiences alike, with many calling it the best Predator film since the original, and calling for a proper sequel centered on Naru. In a recent interview with Variety, Amber Midthunder was asked about any progress being made on a potential Prey 2. Though noting that she can't make an official announcement regarding the sequel, the Predator prequel star did tease that talks are underway for another chapter in the franchise. Marvel's Thunderbolts will film in the first half of 2023. Thunderbolts sits among a hefty slate of films that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has in store for the next 3 years. The MCU's next release will be February's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, followed by Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in May. Beyond that, the MCU has films slated all the way out to Avengers: Secret Wars in 2026. As of right now, Thunderbolts is scheduled for release in July 2024. Now about a year and a half out from Thunderbolt's release, the filming start month has been revealed. According to Variety, Thunderbolts will begin shooting in the first half of 2023, specifically in June. Avatar producer John Landau reveals that Game of Thrones star Una Chaplin has been cast in Avatar 3 as the head of the Na'vi fire tribe and will be a much more antagonistic figure than other Na'vi. Chaplin portrayed Talisa Meiger across seasons 2 and 3 of the HBO fantasy series based on the works of George R.R. Martin. Landau is a longtime collaborator of Cameron's and helped develop the Avatar franchise alongside the director for both 2009's Avatar and 2022's Avatar: The Way of Water, and is set to return to help build the 3 upcoming sequels. In the latest issue of Empire magazine, Landau revealed new details about Avatar 3 following Avatar: The Way of Water's release, including the previously cast Chaplin's character in the sequel that is currently slated to be released in 2024. The producer stated that the Game of Thrones star would portray Varong, leader of the Na'vi Ash People tribes in Pandora's more volcanic regions. Landau also revealed that the Ash People would be more antagonistic when compared to previous tribes of Na'vi that the series has explored. In contrast, the humans considered Sky People will be seen in a more positive light. Megan 2 is officially happening and already has a 2025 release date set by Blumhouse. The 2023 movie year found a surprise hit out the gate with the killer AI doll movie Megan becoming a box office, critical, and viral sensation. The film followed an inventor named Gemma, played by Allison Williams, who creates an AI doll meant to help protect, teach, and play with children. However, Megan's programming leads her to take a violent turn and begin killing those who pose a threat to Katie. The success of Megan and its popularity online has left hopes for a sequel quite high. After confirming before that a sequel was already being talked about, The Hollywood Reporter now reports that Megan 2 is officially happening and will be titled Megan 2.0 and has a January 17, 2025 release date already set. Akilah Cooper is returning to write the script after working on the first movie and Malignant. Allison Williams and Violet McGraw are also confirmed to return as Gemma and Katie. There is no word yet if Megan cast members Amy Donald and Jenna Davis will return to bring the killer doll to life, while director Gerard Johnstone has yet to sign on for the sequel. Additionally, Allison Williams will produce Megan 2 alongside James Wan, Jason Blum, and others. The future of the DCU is not quite clear at the moment, with DC Studios heads James Gunn and Peter Safran mapping out the next decade's worth of projects. And for fans, many of their favorite superheroes are currently in limbo. It's been made clear that some DC projects have been outright cancelled, with that controversially including an end to Henry Cavill's return as Superman. Meanwhile, there are other Justice League characters, like Jason Momoa's Aquaman, where it's hard to tell whether we'll see them again or not. In recent months, Momoa has been teasing that a dream project of his will come true, thanks to Gunn and Safran. That has led to rumors that he's been cast as Lobo for a movie or series set in the DCU. If that is indeed the case, that could also mean that Momoa is finished as Aquaman, possibly wrapping up his run with that role with the upcoming sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Those rumors were fueled back up after Momoa recently teased some exciting news that will soon be announced after a meeting with Warner Brothers and DC Studios. Now the actor is looking to clear the air a little bit, with the rumor mill running wild. Speaking with Variety, Momoa made some comments that seem to suggest he's not finished with Aquaman after all, noting he'll always be that character. At the same time, he also seems to be further teasing a possible casting as Lobo, noting that staying in the role of Aquaman does not mean he can't play other characters as well. Does this mean that both Aquaman 3 and Lobo the movie starring Jason Momoa are on the horizon? In a new chat with Variety, Momoa commented on his meeting. He still cannot give any specifics, but he goes on to tease that there are a lot of good things on the way, suggesting he might have multiple pieces of good news to share rather than just one big announcement. It was very wonderful, Momoa explains. I'm in the house of Warner Brothers, and they're liking a lot of stuff I'm doing. We've got a lot of good things coming. On the rumors he could be leaving the role, Momoa added, I'll always be Aquaman. The rumors are I'll always be Aquaman. Ain't anyone coming in there and taking shit. And then there might be some other characters too. I can play other things too. I can be funny and savage and charming once in a while. Netflix has now revealed when we will be able to sit down and once again back in the action hero prowess of Chris Hemsworth in Extraction 2. Confirmed alongside an assortment of other 2023 release dates, the streaming giant has revealed that Extraction 2 will explode onto our screens on June 16, 2023. Alongside the release dates, we also have a new look at the action movie sequel. Released back in 2020, the first Extraction introduces Marvel star Chris Hemsworth as a black market mercenary named Tyler Rake, who has been left with nothing to lose thanks to his long, violent career. While at his lowest ebb, Rake is given a chance at redemption when he is hired to rescue the kidnapped son of an imprisoned international crime lord. Directed by Sam Hargrave, written by Joe Russo, and starring Chris Hemsworth, Golshifteh Farahani, and Adam Bessa, Extraction proved to be a major hit for Netflix, becoming the most watched original film in Netflix's history at the time. We will find out in June if the continuing adventures of Tyler Rake have staying power. Ezra Miller's solo DC movie, The Flash, seems to have been on the horizon forever, but finally it is almost time for the movie to hit cinemas. For that reason, marketing on the multiverse movie is starting to deliver new looks at what can be expected from the film, the latest of which has seemed to reveal a first look at Dark Flash, who will feature in the story. While some are questioning whether any of 2023's DCU movies really matter, with James Gunn preparing to mostly reboot the franchise, it has become apparent that not all the current roster of stars is being recast. A few months ago, it seemed unfathomable to believe that Miller could get a second run-out as the Flash, considering their many brushes with the law. Still, we are now in a position where they could continue as Barry Allen beyond this year's movie. Now, a new look at the upcoming toy line for The Flash has given a look at Michael Keaton's Batman, as well as Miller's Barry Allen. But most interesting is Dark Flash, a character that is a demonic variant of The Flash. And this is the first time the character has been revealed to be part of the upcoming movie. Dark Flash, also known as Black Flash, has been seen in DC Comics as a Flash Death, who appears when a Scarlet Speedster's time in the world is up. But in another iteration, he was an alternative version of Wally West. The Flash TV series has already included an iteration of the character, but how he will be used in the Flash movie is yet to be revealed. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.